That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally arrived here on another Sunday afternoon of regular hockey, but it's not just any hockey game we are witnessing right now. Week 3 of the matchup, and it entails the 2-0 Red Army taking on the 2-0 Green Hornets. I am excited to broadcast this game, and I don't know what else I could be more excited about. I'm Angelo Pontello, bringing you all the live action here, and joining me in the booth as my side partner will be Andy Townsend. Andy, I can't believe this game's finally arrived. It has arrived, Angelo, and we cannot wait to have an exciting game on our hands here. You know, you look at this Red Army team, 2-0, and the games they've been playing the past few weeks. Of course, there was Easter break, but you know, you got players from the Red Army, Angelo Pontello, Pete Dominici finally returning to the ice, and you know this guy has a lot up his sleeve, contributes well. You're right about that, Andy. Pete Dominici is rather one of the improving defensive players that he's always making a name for himself, and he never ceases to amaze us, so be on the lookout for him, as he is going to be one of the starting defenders as we got the rosters checked from everyone else. Also at the same time too, you also look at Mike Ricci, and of course we've heard a lot of great things from Ricci when he was playing in his previous league. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Mike Ricci is another one of those players where he can get the job done for you, and you know, he's one of the impact forwards for this Red Army team in addition to Rick Gallant. That's right, you also bring up another good point, Andy. Rick Gallant with Mike Ricci, you know, the talent on this team is endless. And again, you know, add Larry Liebler to the mix too. I mean, all these guys, they know what they're doing. They're gelling together. And it's no doubt in my mind that the only reason that they lose is because they're not on the same page. And now quickly heading over to the Green Hornets. There's a lot of exciting things going on with them. For one, Jim Becker finally making his season debut with the Green Hornets, returning to the team in the since the last 6 seasons, where he was last a Green Hornet member. Nevertheless, we know Jim Becker's talent can be endless too. Well, that's right too, Angelo. Jim Becker, when you give him an opportunity, you know, expect this man to take advantage of his opportunity. You know, he has guys like Jim Thomas, now Richard Martin, RT3, Spotticino. You know, again, possibilities are endless with this man, and he knows exactly how to get in the right position, and he can be a big force, so you have to make sure you're not in his way, otherwise you'll get blown on the ice. And as you do mention, Andy, Jim Thomas, another one, Richard Madden. Oh, and let's not forget, now that I think about it, Sean Ryan, another key piece on this team that, you know, he's been a definite playmaker indeed. You know, Sean Ryan is, I have to agree with you, Angelo, Sean Ryan is one of the rather improving players in this league. You know, he's starting to show his worth. You know, expect him to have a better game, you know, as the weeks go on. So that, in addition to Richard Madden, you know, he's been a hot rookie so far, and you know, can't wait to see what he has up his sleeve against the Red Army. And with that, we are just about a few minutes away from face-off, so don't go away. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Hey fans, don't forget that today's games are brought to you by Grandma's Cookies. Grandma's Cookies is one of the best brands out there for cookie packages. There's some available in the vending machines at the Ice Sports Forum. Grandma's Cookies comes in the various flavors of chocolate brownie, chocolate chip, peanut butter, and oatmeal raisin. So don't forget to get your Grandma's Cookies today. Oh, and have we not mentioned yet? Grandma's Cookies coming out with chocolate donuts. So be sure to make sure that you get your Grandma's chocolate donuts, inquire a little bit more, and they will be out in about a few months or so. But Grandma's Brands is our sponsor for today's game.
Welcome back here, folks. We're about to begin face-off here. Starting line for the Red Army: center Rick Gallant, left wing Larry Liebler, and right wing Peter Dominici, as Angelo Pontello and Steve Burke are back as the defense, and Dan Fabier as the center for the Green Hornets, with Jim Thomas and Sean Ryan as the wings. Back as defenders is Sabler and John Sparticino at left defense. And with that, Steve Burton tries to clear it out to Pete Dominici. Dominici trying to get a pass off, but it says intercepted by Sparticino. Quickly taken back by Dominici. Now he has an open Gallant on the left side. Liebler and Dominici looking to set up, and Gallant passes it right on Jim Thomas' stick, and the Green Hornets are headed the other way. Try to get the pass off to Ira Lussman just out of his reach, and now comes Steve Byrne to try to get things going for the Red Army. Now gets it over to Larry Liebler on the left side. Scott Dominici to work with in the Green Hornet zone. Liebler looking to set up. Nobody there. Jim Thomas takes it away again. And now he's looking for the pass off to Sean Ryan, trying to get this one past Paganella, and he does. Red Army quickly changing their line as Green Hornets are actually making a few substitutions here. And here comes Paganella the other way. Trying to make a move off of Ryan, but he will get stopped by Thomas, but quickly picking up by Ricci. Mike Ricci heading into the Green Hornet end, struggling to find a man as Matt Sharina comes in the way and takes the puck away. Sharina looking for that pass to Lussman, cannot find him. Now comes Phil Field trying to get to the puck, but instead it's taken away by Larry Liebler. Puck now over to Lussman, now finds it over to RT3, and I believe that will stop play there. I think there was a technical foul. But yeah, quickly, and he just mentioning RT3 back on the ice too. And I thought we would never see RT3 again. I know he was having a little bit of some issues health-wise, and he wasn't to the best. He wasn't 100% from last time we heard, so he had to take a few weeks off. But glad to see he's back in action and he's ready to perform again. Puck now to Mike Falbo. He'll officially dump this one in the Green Hornet end as Sharina picks up on it. Now finds over to Larry Rapar. Rapar looking for Richard Madden. And the rookie will pop this one up, but it will knock Steve Byrne inside his face mask as Jim Becker now takes the shot. He'll take it, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Green Hornets. I don't know how that happened. Angelo Pontello looked like he had Jim Becker covered. But then again, like we said in pregame, you know, you don't know what's up Jim Becker's sleeve. Jim Becker again, you know, he has all these tricks and talents up in his sleeve, and you know, he's been off the ice for a while, so to see him skating around like this and to still be able to score, that's pretty remarkable. And so with that 10:01 to go, Green Hornets with a 1-0 lead. And we go over to our side. Steve Byrne is headed to the locker room after the puck shoots up in his face, and that is not a good sign for the Red Army. Richard Madden immediately takes the puck around. Liebler strips it loose, and here comes Dominici now trying to get it to an open Larry Liebler. Liebler on the move, and he's got Gallant to work with. Liebler looking to set up, trying to get it all the way back over to Dominici. He does. Pete Dominici looking to set up. He's on the end around looking to set up, and the puck knocked away by Toller. And here comes Richard Madden skating all alone. Phil Field back. It is 3-on-1. Richard Madden looking to set up to Becker, but instead it shoots high from Lonnie Herman. RT3 with the shot, and it gets knocked away. Richard Madden looking for a man to set up to, and instead it's taken away. Great defense by Gallant, and now taken away by Paganella. Sabler trying to clear it. Now it's over to Liebler, trying to get the pass off to Dominici. And now Green Hornets making a few substitutions. Dominici looking to set up. He finds Liebler back, now sets up to Gallant. And the puck gets knocked away. Here comes Spartacino trying to bounce this one around. Here comes Angelo Pontello. He'll fire the shot. Rosengard bounces it away, and now it's taken away by Spartacino. Now finds Madalena. Gets past Madalena, and here comes Jim Thomas skating past. But here comes Pontello to look to try to equal up. He'll make the move around, and Lonnie Herman will knock this one away. Puck now over to Liebler. They'll find Pontello. And is quickly intercepted by Jim Thomas. Takes the shot, and through the 5-hole, it's a 2-0 lead for the Green Hornets. What is going on with this Red Army team? I have not seen them this out of this shape so far this season, and it's just, they're not looking like they're clicking on all heels here, Andy. Oh, definitely no. This is not the kind of Red Army team we've seen so far. And for the Green Hornets to be on their game right now, they're showing their worth right now. And you look at this Green Hornet team, and remember, Angelo, we did say the Green Hornets looked like a team they would be finishing last because it looked like they had nothing. But now look at after 2 games, 2-0, and they're just ready to put up more points here. So a quick 2-0 lead here for the Green Hornets. Red Army need to get back on track fast. This is not a good sign for them. And now it's intercepted by Larry Rapar. Looking to set up to Jim Thomas. Pontello bounces it away. Here comes Favier and company. And he's got Ricci to work with. Gets it around Sabler. Ricci looking to set up, bouncing around. And lucky for Rosengard, that bounce did not go into the net. Puck now to Falbo, struggling to get it out. Finally finds Ricci. Looking to set up that point, but instead it's taken, bounced away and taken away by Sharina. Bouncing the other way, now it's Favier. looking to set up this one, going all the way back, and Rosengard trying to look for that icing call, but he will not get one. As Sharina now looking to get around, and he gets past Ricci and Falbo now from Lustin, looking for Jim Thomas. Knocked away by Phil Field. Here comes Jim Becker. He'll take the shot, bounces around from Herman. Jim Thomas looking to set up. Looking to set up to Rapar. Bounces around, looking to finish. And it's no goal. Ira Lustman looking to capitalize here, and the leading point man just could not put the puck in the net. Real disappointing for Lustman. You know, have to do his best, you know. It's not very easy to be that point man because you have to find the right angle on your stick to try to deflect that one in, and you know, not cherry pick, I was about to say cherry pickers, that was no incidents, but when you're setting up and trying to get the right angle, you know, it's a very difficult task. Puck now over to Rick Gallant, RT3's trying to escape back with Gallant, trying to keep up with them. Spartacino in position. Gallant trying to set up here to Peter Dominici, takes a shot and it bounces off of Rosengard. A backhand shot by Dominici trying to cut the deficit, and he gets denied. Now here comes Pontello. He'll skate around, trying to get around Sabler. And the Red Army now looking to try to set up quickly here. Phil Field now takes the puck. He struggles to get the shot up, now goes over to Dominici. Dominici looks to set up, now it's over in the deep slot to Liebler, now sets up to Pontello, looking to set up, and takes the shot, and in the corner is Pete Dominici. He finds the quick shot on the right side, exposes Rosengard, could not reach there in time, and with 6:44 to go, Red Army cut the deficit 2-1. And that is exactly what I was talking about earlier, Angelo. For Red Army, we're going to need to get back on track real quick because the Green Hornets looked like they were about to take off with this lead. But then a quick drive there by the Red Army. They got things done here. So again, 6:44 to go in the first. And the Red Army now just one goal away from equalizing this game. And it looks like the whole Red Army forward brigade is getting on Sabler. Sets up to Favier. Favier looking to finish off to Ricci, but it bounces off of Spartacino, and Madden looks like he tried to clear this one out. And there was a collision. I'm not exactly sure what happened. But based on how the body positions were, it looked like Sabler and Madden collided with one another. And the rustle in the background, Steve Byrne heading back on the ice. It looks like he's good to go to continue play on. And now comes Richard Madden looking to set up to Jim Becker, and that is definitely going to be an offsides call. Green Hornets trying to play some advantage to try to take a goal, but that was a clear offsides call. Jim Becker a little bit anxious to try to get some more points on the board. Yeah, I know, Angelo. He's been out for so long, and on his season debut, he wants to start off strong here. He's looking for every opportunity possible to try to outlandish this Red Army team. Puck is back. This one now in the Red Army end. Angelo Pontello takes the puck up. He's going to look to get the pass back over to Steve Byrne. Byrne now looking for Mike Falbo, just out of his reach. Sharina trying to skate to the puck first, but it might be Ricci who gets to it. No, Sharina gets to it first. Gets it past Falbo. Off of Ryan's skate now over to Madalena looking to dump this one out. And Herman's going to signal for the icing call. He'll get one. So 5:46 remaining in the first. Red Army now making a lineup change. Green Hornets keeping their men out there. Rick Gallant versus Madalena on the face-off. Puck bouncing in the wrong direction for the Red Army. Steve Byrne looks like he had his chin taped up a little bit. And we'll have Michelle Landis report to us just shortly. Or correction, not Michelle Landis. We're going to have Vladimir Petrovsky report to us shortly on the injury report when we get the next break. gets this one off the board, looking for Pete Dominici. Instead, this one gets back into the Red Army end. Sean Ryan gets around, looking to set up to his man. Lussman and Madalena are open, but instead he'll cough the puck up to Larry Liebler. Sharina will stop it. Gets the pass off to Lussman. Lussman looking to set up to Madalena, instead taken up by Angelo Pontello. Open puck exposed. Larry Liebler's got the move on this Green Hornet team. Now looking for Gallant to finish, looking to set up, bounces around. Rosengard looked like he thought he stopped it. As Sharina looking to try to clear this one out. Pontello takes the shot, bounces into Sharina, and it's an own goal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Matt Sharina did not want that to happen. That is real unfortunate for him. Oh, you've got to be feeling real bad, especially for the Green Hornets defense right there. You know, that was something they did not expect. Pontello took a big time shot. Sharina looked to try to deflect this one, but it just got the wrong bounce. Oh, how unfortunate for the Green Hornets. So 4:35 to go. Red Army, thanks to a quick big deficit goal by Pete Dominici and a Green Hornet gaff, they are now tied with the Hornets here in the iSports Forum with 4:20 to go in the first. And looks like they may be back for more. Fabier looking to set up, takes the shot. And it looks like this time it was saved by Rosengard. Red Army, after being down 2-0 against the Green Hornets, you know they're going to be fired up to try to take this lead. So now, Vladimir, what do we have on Steve Byrne?
Well, it looks like Steve Byrne is he did take a hard hit. I was able to check with the doctors, and he said that you know, they kept it very minimal, and you know, not a lot of damage. You know, it was minimal damage, but you know, there might be something he might need to check out for stitches and stuff later in the week. But everything else looks like it's all good to go, and Steve Byrne can still play.
All right, thanks, Vladimir, for the report. Getting back to the game here, Andy, how about these two teams? Again, it's just what we've been expecting so far, and we've gotten nothing less. No less indeed. Green Hornets and Red Army are just the premier teams right now in this league. You know, they've got a lot of setup here. You know, both teams are, you could create a tournament team combining the players. You could combine the players with the tournament here, you know, equal talent, and it's all about wits at this point and which team is going to falter, and that's what we've seen so far in terms of the goals getting up. Ricci's got Falbo and Fabier to work with. Rosengard knocks it away. And the puck stays on the outside of the net, and referees will stop play. So both teams now make lineup changes. But yeah, looking at Steve Byrne, you know, what a trooper out there. And there's the, you can see the white stuff on his chin. That's basically the gap that he had to try to stop. As Gallant now looks to set up. And instead it's intercepted by Rapar. Rapar looking to find this one to Sean Ryan, but it's taken away by Pontello. Bounces off of Rapar, and now it's over to Madalena. And he's got Jim Thomas and Ryan to work with. Still looking for Jim Thomas to set up. He'll find the shot. Thomas tried to bounce it around, but could not get the right shot off, as now Dominici controls the puck for the Red Army. Intercepted by Sharina. Bad pass. I'm not exactly sure why he made that pass in the first place. Well, at this point, if you're the Red Army, you're trying to get something set up, and you're not quite focused on where the Green Hornets are. I mean, it could happen anytime, any day, but that's where the Green Hornets can capitalize if the Red Army are not careful. Dominici regroups for the Red Army. We'll find it to Steve Byrne now over to Gallant, and he passes it right over to Jim Thomas. What is going on with this Red Army team? It's almost like they're giving the Green Hornets some more opportunities to score. And there we go again. John Madalena trying to set up, and instead Rick Gallant finally knocks it away. Now it's over to Larry Rapar. Now intercepted by Liebler, now taken by Angelo Pontello. Sharina heavily on him. Pokes around. And Sean Ryan trying to get past Rick Gallant. Gallant fighting for the puck with Ryan. Now from Ricci and Sharina. Looking to set up this one, bouncing around off the boards, now to Madalena. Madalena will go ahead and dump this one out. This one now gets over to Liebler in his own end. Red Army looking to try to get on the move here. He'll get past Becker. Now in the Green Hornet zone is Liebler. He's got Ricci and Favier. Will skate around. He's in the Green Hornet end. Ricci now in the deep slot looking to set it to a man. Rosengard knocks it away, gets it over to Spartacino. Now back over to Ricci. Ricci skates around. Heavily covered by Sabler. Liebler with the shot and it gets bounced and knocked away. I don't know how he couldn't make that opportunity, but it was right there, Andy. Yeah, I couldn't have seen a better shot like that, a better opportunity, and you know, just I guess the shot he had, maybe just a little bit too much power. Could have had more finesse on that shot. And there's the icing call with 1:06 to go in the first period. Face-off now taking place deep in the Red Army zone. And with that, the Red Army will take that opportunity to go ahead and change up some lines. So Andy, we're looking at this game so far, and I have not seen any player spark out as much, maybe besides Jim Becker. Well, Jim Becker, you know, again, you know, coming back from the 2-3 weeks that he's been in, he's been remarkable so far on this ice. And I know it's just only the first period, but you know, his play has been superb so far. I wouldn't quite say to the point that he is. Elite yet, but just a remarkable performance. Not saying that you know he's the breakout player so far, but it looks like again everybody is even at this point. You know, can't really make a judgment on a super player out there in this game. So RT3 will now take the face-off against Gallant. This one now back over to Paganella as Toller tried to strip loose Paganella of the puck. And there Richard Madden gets a nice tackle off the puck, and Dominici gives it right over to Richard Madden. And now the Red Army will have to regroup. Madden heavily on Dominici, and Dominici struggling to get the puck away. Now it's back over to Madden. This one now setting up to Sabler. Sabler with the shot. Bouncing around, lots of activity going on. Here comes Paganella. This one now back over to Sabler. Falbo trying to stop him. Dominici trying to pick up on the puck. He knocks it back over towards Rosengard. And Sabler will trip. And that almost hit Pontello in the face, that shot there. And there will be an icing call. So they'll have time for just maybe another face-off, and that'll do it for the first period. But yeah, looking at that shot there, Pontello almost looked like he had his face mask broken off there with that shot that was taken. Yeah, sometimes when you clear out that puck, it could be 100 miles an hour, and that's when you have to just duck and get out of the way of it. Rosengard bouncing around, looking for the shot, and that's basically going to do it. Red Army, if they had to capitalize one more time, they had to have taken that rebound shot for Rosengard, but they just could not get it done. Meanwhile, for the Green Hornets, you know, as expected, they're keeping up with this Red Army team, and I can't wait to see what the other two periods have. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Both teams, again, like we've expected. This was going to be a close game, real exciting, and I hope it stays like that till the very finish. And with that, as we head into first intermission, Red Army and Green Hornets are tied here. Both of their perfect seasons right now are on the line, so we'll just have to wait for another 24 minutes of the outcome if this could perhaps even turn into a shootout. But when we come back for the second period, it's Red Army 2, Green Hornets 2. Welcome back here, folks. Start of the second. Favier will take the face-off against Thomas. Game tied at 2. And again, a whole lot of more exciting hockey to see. The puck gets past Jim Thomas. Favier trying to closely linger behind. Thomas makes a move off of Favier. He's looking to get this one off the boards. Now over to Lussman, bouncing it around a little bit, but he'll still have possession. Trying to get this one off to Sean Ryan, and instead it's taken away by the Red Army. Now back over to the Green Hornets. Sean Ryan able to pick up on the puck. We'll get this one back over to Sharina playing defense. This one bouncing from Lussman. We'll get this one behind over to Ricard. Green Hornets now looking to regroup. Pontello tips this one away. Sharina trying to get to that puck first. He'll take the shot. Herman knocks it away. Steve Byrne now looking for Ricci, and instead this one's going to go all the way back. This one down to Sharina. Finds Lussman. Steve Byrne knocks it away. Now knocks it from Pontello. Now over to Jim Thomas. And he's got Sean Ryan to work with. But Pontello strips the puck loose of Thomas. Red Army now with the puck. Dominici struggling to get to the puck. Now it's over to Thomas. He loses control into the Red Army zone and now taken away by Favier. Favier trying to get the pass off, and it's now back towards the Green Hornets. Pontello now regroups for the Red Army, and he's on the move. And he'll get this one off the boards, trying to get this one out to Larry Liebler. And Sharina will fight against Liebler and will get the puck away. Now comes Sean Ryan, and the Green Hornets are back the other way. Defense must be ready. As Jim Thomas takes the shot, and Herman has no problem making the glove save. Again, how about Lonnie Herman? Just remarkable goaltending here so far on the second period. You know, most of the first period he had a well-kept game, but then there were a couple of shots that, you know, he wished he had back. But other than that, you know, both keepers right now are just playing superb here. They're not giving up the easy shots at all. Ray Toller versus Rick Gallant. Passes back over to Madalena, trying to find the puck, and now it's taken away by Liebler. We'll find an open Rick Gallant. He's got Dominici to work with. Spartacino back. Trying to set up to Dominici, just could not get the right pass off, and now Spartacino's on top of Dominici like a chicken hawk. Gallant looking to set up in the deep slot. Spartacino heavily covering Gallant. And how about the performance of Spartacino? Well, you knew this was going to be happening. Pontello slips in the process, but now it's back over to Steve Byrne. Now with Rick Gallant looking to set up. Now to Dominici. Bounce off of Rosengard, looking for another rebound shot. And this time it gets taken away. Looking to set up Pontello, taking the shot, it gets denied. Now back over to Steve Byrne. Bounces off of Spartacino, now he has a big breakaway opportunity. We'll pass this one back over to Madalena. And it's an offsides call. John Spartacino just got caught at the wrong place at the wrong time, past the blue line, and the referees were able to make that offsides call. Well, again, speaking of Spartacino, how about this guy? I mean, continues to perform well, you know, one of the premier defenders in the league. Very underestimated because of a lot of things, but Spartacino is definitely one player to have on your team in terms of the defending. You know, he fights hard for the puck, and he doesn't give a lot of forwards an opportunity to score. Red Army trying to look for a fifth man to get out there on the ice. This one now to Ricci, or was to Ricci, but now Ricard will pick it up, trying to take the pass, and instead it's back over to Ricci. Passes it back to Pontello, now looking back over towards Ricci off the boards. Instead it's taken away by Sharina. This one now to Sean Ryan, gets it to Jim Thomas. Jim Thomas held up by Favier, and then will be knocked out by the Red Army defense. Now to Sharina. Matt Sharina looking to buy some time for the setup. Favier gets a piece of it. Now back over to Sharina looking for a second opportunity. Pontello kicks it high. And now comes Jim Thomas on the other side looking to set up. Now it's to Falbo. Falbo gets this one off the board. Stopped by Sharina. Bounces off of Sharina. Now it's over to Favier looking to get the open pass off to Ricci. Mike Ricci will take the shot. And Rosengard makes the save. Mike Ricci looked like he had Ripard beat. But Mark Rosengard said that Ricci was no match for him, and that shot just proved that. 8:39 now to go in the second as the Red Army changed their line. Rick Gallant versus Madalena on the face-off, another opportunity for the Red Army to score. Paganella takes the shot. Dominici trying to finish. And instead, Ripard will knock this one away. Paganella will skate back to try to get to the puck. Instead, it'll be for an icing call. Now the Green Hornets will make a lineup change. And how about this? There couldn't have been a perfect time to make that lineup change. Well, no doubt about it. You know, you look at the Green Hornets and the lineup that they have in there right now. Richard, Madden, Spartacino, Becker, Madalena, and Sabler. This one now back over to Paganella. Spartacino trying to find Madden. He does. We'll flip this one high, looking for Jim Becker. And caught looking, and here comes Jim Becker looking on the breakaway. Takes the shot, knocked away by Herman. Another good opportunity for the Green Hornets, and it gets denied. Now comes Spartacino with his chance. Passes over to Madden. Takes the shot, and Herman makes the save. A little bit dangerous there especially the way the Green Hornets found that opportunity. They caught Paganella looking behind. But very lucky for the Red Army that they were able to save that one. So from Dominici now looking to get the pass off to Liebler. He does. And Larry Liebler just passes a little too far off of Gallant. Spartacino now looking for his man in Sabler. And now this puck going back the other way. Now back over towards Paganella, looking to set up to Pontello. Madden on him, but he's able to get the puck off. Now it's to Dominici. Slips in the process, but Gallant's there to help out. Dominici will knock this one in the Green Hornet end, and that'll give the Red Army a chance to substitute a few players and some room to breathe. Gallant now with the puck. Looking to set up, but found nobody but Green Hornets. Now comes Madden looking to set up to Spartacino. Comes Pontello, passes right to Spartacino. He'll finish the clearance into the Red Army end. Now he'll find the pass off to Falbo, but instead it's stopped by Sabler. Puck now over to Jim Thomas. Thomas now looking to set up to his man. Now finds Pontello instead. Becker trying to stop. Will get a piece of it, but the puck will still travel all the way to the Green Hornet end. And I'm not exactly sure why the referee stopped the whistle. That could not have been an icing call. Now, I'm not exactly sure what's going on now. Bounces off of Becker. They stop play, but yet they're going to give an icing call. Very confused there. Angelo Pontello now with the puck. He struggles to try to find a man, but he's able to get it through most Green Hornets. Now comes the foul ball. Has an open shot, and he misfires the shot. It's not every day you see a beautiful shot like that, Andy. No, not at all. And when you're Mike Falbo in an opportunity like this, you have to capitalize. As Rosengard knocks the puck away, now it's over to Jim Thomas, and now here comes Rapar. And Pontello strips the puck loose. He had no problem making that stop there. Lussman trying to get to the puck, but instead it's now back over to Rapar, now to Jim Thomas. Pontello quickly on Thomas. Now Sean Ryan trying to get into the mix. Ricci gets the pass from him now to Falbo. Right back over to Mascherino. Steve Byrne now with the puck looking to advance it forward, but instead he knocks it in the Green Hornet end, and there'll be an icing call. With that, the Red Army make a lineup change. And with 5:43 to go, this game is still tied at 2. And now Jim Becker, of course, from the earlier incident when the puck bounced off of him, still trying to argue his case in terms of the icing. But it looks like the referees will have none of it. RT3 versus Gallant. Dominici passes it back over the field. He'll bounce this one off of his own end. Now to Liebler. Liebler now finds Gallant. Gallant's got Dominici to work with. And he'll pass it right to Jim Becker, and Gallant fell for the old trick. Now Jim Becker back the other way. Paganella stops it. Great defense. And how about that stop there by the Red Army? Now it's over to Phil Field. Off of Dominici's stick. Now back over to Spartacino. And he loses control of the puck. Liebler simply just got in his way, and Spartacino wasn't exactly sure how to respond. Now to Dominici. Gets it up to Phil Field. Now to Gallant. This one coming right over to Paganella. We'll take the shot. Bounces off of Dominici. This one coming back. We'll set up to Liebler. Takes the shot. Rosengard knocks it away again. Spartacino trying to clear this one out to Madalena. And now it's over to Gallant, or was to Gallant, now back over to Gallant. Paganella trying to get to the puck. Bad pass, and here comes Becker again on the breakaway opportunity. And it is stopped by Lonnie Herman for the save. That is Jim Becker's third breakaway opportunity. Obviously, you can tell, viewers, that he is hungry for the puck. And he's hungry to score some points, but he is 1 for 3 now on his breakaway opportunities. And for Jim Becker, that's been another weakness of him. You know, he's had a lot of breakaway opportunities, but it's just been recently that he's been struggling to put the finish on them. But then again, don't forget, Angelo, he hasn't been on the ice for at least 4 or 5 weeks. So, you know, you have to consider that, you have to put that into consideration. And, you know, if he's been on the ice more, you would see the opportunities come for him. Jim Thomas now with the puck, trying to skate around. It gets stripped loose by Fabier. Now back over to Rapar. Now back over to Ryan, looking to set up to Lussman for the finish, but instead it's taken by Fabier. And he's going to put this one past Sharina, trying to get past Rapar. And he sort of does, but the puck goes away a little bit. Puck now to Falbo. Another opportunity set up. He takes the shot, and this time it gets knocked around. Steve Byrne looking to pass this one to Ricci, referee in the way a little bit. And he gets the way in again, and now they were able to get the puck. Falbo gives it right to the car. Now it's over to Sabler, bounces it right to Thomas, and here comes the Green Hornets. This one over to Sean Ryan, looking to set up to Jim Thomas, but Pontello gets a piece of the puck. He'll get this one off the boards, trying to get this one to Falbo, and it is a skate race, but Spartacino will get to it first. Deflected off the Falbo's stick. How about that? Now it's over to Jim Thomas, now over to Sean Ryan. Ryan's got Madden and company to work with, but it's Fabier steps in front and takes the interception. It's now over to Dominici, looking to work off of Spartacino, looking to set up, could not get it off to Liebler. Now comes Fabier. Fabier struggling to put the puck in, now it's off to Spartacino, and he's able to clear this one out. And Herman's going to go ahead and signal this one for the icing call. So far, Andy, from what it looks like, the Green Hornets are starting to decline in terms of the defensive performance, and it seems like Spartacino has been the main guy to hold things up for the Green Hornets. Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Angelo. If it's not for John Spartacino, the Red Army would be having lots of more capitalization opportunities, and this game could be a little bit more than what the scoreline represents right now. So Gallant and Toller on the face-off. This one out to Sabler, trying to set this one up to Madden. And there's an open Jim Becker, but they're not going to get to him in time. Red Army are able to contain it well. And here comes Liebler the other way, heading into the Green Hornet zone. Liebler fires the shot just out of Rosengard's reach. And Becker's going to go ahead and try to clear this one out. Paganella's going to try to get this one before Madden. He does, and now it's over to Dominici. Dominici puts it right on Spartacino's shaft, and here they go. Spartacino looking for a man to set up to, now finds Becker looking to set up. Here comes Madden, bouncing around Herman. And that is a save by Lonnie Herman. Another dangerous opportunity there. Green Hornets were just all over that opportunity. But if it wasn't for the puck sitting right in front of Herman, and had it been 2 or 3 seconds after Herman got the reaction call, then Green Hornets might have had a chance to take the lead again. 1:56 now in the second. Red Army making their lineup change. And they'll let Gallant still stay on the ice. Here comes Pontello. Instead it's stopped by Spartacino. He keeps it in the Red Army zone. Now to RT3. Looking to set up to Madden. Now back over to Becker. Herman knocks it away, and here comes the Red Army. Madden looking to set up, but it gets knocked away. Madden again with the rebound shot, knocked away. Comes RT3 looking to set up, but it's knocked away by Pontello. Great defensive effort there for the Red Army. And now comes Liebler. 2 defenders back for the Green Hornets. Liebler with the shot. Rosengard kicks it away, and now it's taken away by Becker. Spartacino now with the puck. This one now over to Lussman, trying to get this one to RT3. Instead, it's bounced away. Red Army can't touch it. Now they can. Westman looking to get the setup, but it gets bounces, rides on the blue line. Now comes Ricci looking to set up to Gallant, and only Sabler's back unless if Thomas can reach quickly. He'll take the shot, and Rosengard makes the save. Nice glove save there by Rosengard. He was ready to go, as Gallant had no choice but to take a shot and hope for the best. As we are now in the final minute of the second period, 53.9, might as well say 54 seconds to go, right, Andy? Yeah, I mean, if you look at the roundage time, you know, you have to round it up. I mean, obviously, that goes without saying, but, you know, it's a whole different thing than what soccer has. Lussman now over to Rapar in his own end. We'll get this pass off the boards, now gets it over to Sharina. Sharina on the move on the right side. We'll get past the forwards, now just the defenders to beat. Sharina looking for the setup, but Paganella quickly takes it away. Now comes Phil Field. Field struggling to get this one away. He'll get it back, get the pass back to Paganella in hopes that he'll clear it out. But it looks like he's struggling to get it out too. Now it's stopped by Madalena. Looking to set up off of Lussman's skate. Red Army at this point are just looking to try to get this one out. And they will. Referee in the way. I think that's the third time that referee's gotten in the way of the Red Army. I think that in that case, you know, third time, I wouldn't quite say it's the referee's doing, but, you know, I think that's all coincidental. Thomas with an opportunity, gets stripped loose by Paganella, stopped by Madalena, and that's going to do it for the second period. No score in the second period, so the game is still tied at 2. But again, you knew it's going to come down to the team that ultimately gets tired, so you have to be watching out for that. And in this case, you have to look at the talent level and see who's going to be coming out on top in this third period. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, Red Army, you know, they've been in positions like this before where the game's been up close. Meanwhile, for the Green Hornets, you know, last week against the Grey Wolves, they were in a similar position, but they ended up going out on top. But they've been known to collapse the lead a little bit, but this time the game is tied. So far with this Green Hornet team, I have not seen anything in terms of a third period opportunity for them capitalizing. Meanwhile, for the Red Army, I've known with the way this team's been going, you know, they've been able to make something happen in the third period. So we'll ultimately just have to see who's going to come out on top. I think the Red Army have a chance here, but, you know, as soon as I say that, then, you know, the Green Hornets have the capability of coming back. So with that, we have 12 more minutes of hockey left to be played. Score still tied at 2. Don't go away, folks. We have an exciting third period coming to you shortly. We'll be right back. And we are just moments away from kicking off the third period here. And we are just about jazzed up for this third period. Lots of exciting things still yet to come. Gallant versus Ray Toller on the face-off. Referee signal for the goalies to be ready. They are, and here we go. Pontello with the pass off to Steve Byrne. Back over to Pontello. He'll look to find Liebler, but Sharina looks like he got to him first. Now it's back to over to Liebler, looking to set up to Dominici, looking on the skate around. And Rapar was in the right place at the right time. Green Hornets now on the move. This one now over to Toller, looking to set up to Becker. Now back over to Gallant, struggling to get it out into the Green Hornet zone. They'll look to get this pass off this one off the boards. We'll get this one off the boards. Now over to Madden. Now to Sabler. Gets the setup to Liebler, but he was not aware of Jim Becker coming right behind him. Now it's over to Dominici, stopped by Rapar. And this puck will now be taken away by Liebler. Pontello looking to set up. He'll fire the shot, bounced off of Rosengard, and he still was able to make the save. Again, Rosengard, just remarkable goaltending so far today. And all the big shots made by Pontello, it's been remarkable that he's been able to stop it. Yeah, even after 14, 15 weeks of not having that kind of shot go up against him, Rosengard still is able to get the shot off. Well, not get the shot off, but still stop those big shots made by big-time players such as Angelo Pontello. Javier and Madalena on the face-off. Now over to Sean Ryan. We'll get this one over to Ricci in the deep spot, looking to set up. Bounces around, and I think that's a save by Rosengard. Ricci looking to set up to Favier. Cannot get the right shot up. Now it's over to Madalena. He'll look to get this one out to Ryan, and he's got an open Spartacino over the middle, but just out of his reach. Phil Field trying to get to it first, but Spartacino, if he had enough speed to get out Phil Field, he does. Trying to set up to Lussman. Lussman just couldn't find the puck, and that's going to be bad news for the Green Hornets. And if he was more aware, that might have been a big opportunity for the Green Hornets. Field on the move. Trying to outmaneuver Sean Ryan. He's held up. He'll take the shot. Behind Ricci, and now comes Lussman. Lussman will find Sean Ryan. He'll pass this one back over to Sabler. Balbo gets a piece of the puck, but it still reaches Lussman as Phil Field stops it. Gets this one off the boards now to Ricci. Mike Ricci with the shot. Rosengard knocks it away, and that's where things will stop play there. Puck being caught by the net to prevent it from going out of play. Rosengard's now going to try to fish for the puck. But now with Angelo Pontello and Rick Lalonde back on the ice for the Red Army, you would think now would be an opportunity for them to score, especially when they're in the Green Hornet zone against the second lineup. Now it's over to Toller, trying to get it over to Jim Becker, and there's his fourth breakaway opportunity. And he misses it again. Oh my goodness. And this has got to be really frustrating for Jim Becker when you had lots of opportunities now and you just can't capitalize. Gallant sets it up to Liebler, bounces off of Rosengard. Now sets up tic-tac-toe to Pontello, and they take the lead. Red Army finally break through on this one, and they take the lead 3-2 with 9:14 to go. And that all coming from a missed opportunity from Jim Becker. And of course in this over 50 hockey league, we're starting to see it more when any time a team has a breakaway opportunity and they miss, just that level of disbelief, you know, that capitalizes. But regardless, if you miss a breakaway, you still have to be ready and you still have to be prepared to see what could be coming next. You can't just back off. You still have to play your hardest, even if it's the Red Army and you're trying to play tic-tac-toe. And that was an offsides call there. Referee will reposition the puck. And Gallant will pass it over to Jim Becker, but this time there'll be Red Army defenders back. Becker fires the shot. Over to Paganello, he'll flip this one high, gets it passed over Rapar's head, and this one's going back in the Green Hornet zone. This will give the Red Army a chance to regroup. He'll find Jim Becker. Becker trying to make a move off the foul ball, but here comes Rick Lalonde. He's in the way. Trying to out-hustle Becker to the puck, and now it's over to Toller. Toller gets stripped loose to the puck. Now it's back over to Steve Paganello. Paganello looking to set up the foul ball. Instead, RT3 steps in front, makes the interception, and the referee stops play. I believe that might have been another offsides call. Lots of offsides call now for the Green Hornets and the Red Army. You know, both teams are very anxious. They want to continue to play their hardest and get in the right position. Well, you know, there's rules, and whenever you see the offsides call, you know, referees are able to make it easy. So now Favier versus Jim Thomas. This puck is going back over to Les Sabler, looking to get the pass off to Spartacino. He'll find Jim Thomas. And Thomas has some open room. He'll take the shot, but Herman has no problem making the glove save. So now at this point with 8:11 to go, I mean, clearly this game is not over based on the talent, especially with this Green Hornet team. But Andy, what do you think that the Red Army should be doing if they're in this position? Well, Angelo, you know, again, like you mentioned, Green Hornets have this talent, all these talents, so even with 8:10 to go, you have to be watching out for what's going on. And Favier and Ricci were on a breakaway opportunity, couldn't capitalize there. But yeah, just continuing on, Red Army needs to focus right now on trying to maybe putting another goal on the board and then look at protecting the lead, because a one-goal lead, anything can happen, especially when if the Green Hornets need to throw in a sixth man, you know, they need to be ready for anything that comes. Steve Byrne will pass this one off the boards. Misses foul ball, and this one's going back in the Green Hornet end where it'll be called for an icing. 7:27 in this game. Red Army with a 3-2 lead thanks to the pressure they put on the Green Hornets defense, just consistent shooting and the passing game. And again, that's what's been the core value for this Red Army team, is always passing the puck. And that comes with the chemistry too, Angelo. You know, when you have more chemistry, you have players working with one another, and that's what will ultimately win championships for you in the Silver 50 Hockey League. That's what will win the Stanley Keg these days. It's just a consistent passing because, you know, all these players, they're just individual efforts. You know, it has to be some kind of system because, honestly, Angelo, there is no system whenever these teams form because you have teams switching up players every single year or every single season. You know, there's no time to get some kind of system going. So you have to have the same players every season in order to get some system. So I mean, I understand that there's that part, but also at the same time, if you have players you've been playing with for a long time and you just happen one season to get them recruited with each other, you know, that could do some detrimental damage in this league. Liebler looking to set up to Gallant, just out of his reach. Sabler will chase the puck back into the Green Hornet end. We'll find Jim Becker, but will be quickly stopped by Steve Byrne, and he'll put the puck back in the Green Hornet end. This time Dominici fights with Sabler. This one now over to Liebler, and he'll find Jim Becker. Easy pass now over to Madalena, will find Rapar. And he is covered by Pontello, but he might have just got, no, Pontello is able to get the puck from Rapar. Now looking to make the move off of Jim Becker. He strips the puck loose from Pontello, and Steve Byrne yet will knock it away. Gallant trying to make the pass off Richard Madden, stops it. Passes back over to Steve Byrne. He'll get this one off the boards. And instead that one was intercepted by Toller. This one now over to Ricci. He'll make the move, now it's over to Liebler, and he's got Ricci to work with. Sticks high in the air. Liebler looking for the right opportunity, but he gets knocked away by the boards. Here comes Paganello, will regroup. Get this one off the boards, and now comes Toller. Finds Sharina. Past Fabier, and now comes Spartacino. Struggling to control the puck, and now it's tapped out by Liebler. Ricci versus Sharina, and Sharina will get the pass off to Madden, taking a shot. Herman almost looked like he lost his jockstrap there trying to stop that puck. Madden could have had an easy goal there, as Fabio looked like he was trying to set up a formation, knocked away by Sharina. Now off the Toller skate over to Madden. Madden gets this one off the boards, and the Red Army defense struggling to contain him. Looking to set up, takes the shot, bouncing around, and it's taken away by Fabier. He loses control of the stick. We'll kick this one over, trying to get this to run to Ricci. We'll pick up the stick, but that'll give the Green Hornets an opportunity to try to come up with an equalizing goal. Red Army, this is some key communication here that we're seeing. He stops the puck with his skate. Now gets this one over. Now finds Dominici. 4.5 minutes to go in the game for the Red Army to keep their tight lead. And Dominici will pick up on the puck. And he's got Gallant to work with, but instead Sabler strips it loose. Now over to Liebler. Takes the shot. Bounces off of Rosengard. Now back over to Dominici. Liebler looking to set up. Will take the shot instead. Bounces over to the right. Now over to Phil Field. Will get the pass off to Gallant. And now taken away by Sean Ryan, and now the Green Hornets on the move. Ryan trying to knock, or Pontello trying to knock Ryan off the puck. He does, but Westman picks up on it. Pieces by Pontello. Now it's over to Liebler from Dominici. Kicks it, and now the Green Hornets with another opportunity. Thomas looking to set up now to Ryan. Will take the shot, he gets denied. Angelo Pontello with his stick, just getting it in the right place to defend it. And that's what's keeping this Red Army defense alive right now. But now over to Gallant, looking to set up to Dominici, just out of his reach. Rosengard out of his box, so Dominici could get to it. Nope, and that'll give a chance for the Green Hornets looking to try to ice it, but the Red Army stop it and they keep it in the zone. Liebler's got to get to this one first, and he still keeps the momentum going for the Red Army. Sabler looking to pass this one to Ryan. He does, but it's stripped away by Paganella. 3 minutes to go in the game. Jim Thomas now with the puck, and he'll pass this one over to Lustman. And now finds an open Jim Thomas looking to make a move around. Bouncing puck, and Herman's going to come on this one. He's going to dive on it for the save. Great decision making by Herman, and especially with Jim Thomas coming. If you're closer to the puck, just get on that puppy and stop it. But yeah, no doubt about it, because again, with Jim Thomas, not every keeper in this league, actually no keeper in this league, is superior to Thomas, because Jim Thomas, if you're caught on the wrong side, he'll beat you and he'll burn you bad. And with that, I believe that is Captain Matt Sharina wanted to make sure everybody's in order here for the Green Hornets. They'll call a timeout. 2:48 to go in this game. Again, Red Army with hanging on to a 3-2 lead right now. And honestly, Andy, I'd say that this was a pretty even game, but it's just you're seeing lots of gaps or whatever, and that's been the difference in this game with the goals being scored. Oh yeah, we could go over the gaps right now, but you know, we just don't have enough time for that. But anyways, just for the Red Army and Green Hornets, both well played game. And, you know, there's going to be 3 more regular season matches on each, so can't wait to see what happens here in this finish. Again, 2:48 to go, 3-2 Red Army. Don't go away. We'll take a timeout here after a word from our sponsors.
Hey fans, don't forget that this game has been brought to you by Grandma's Cookies. Come to make sure you get your pack at the iSports Forum in one of the vending machines. Grandma's Cookies is one of the most delicious snacks you'll ever have. It's the official snack cookie for Angelo Pontillo. It should be yours too whenever you get a chance. Coming in different flavors: oatmeal raisin, chocolate brownie, chocolate chip cookie, and sugar cookie. So make sure you pick up your Grandma Cookies today.
So I'll be the way to break.
Welcome back here, folks.
Hey, be safe out there.
2:48. Green Hornets start the face-off deep in the Red Army zone, and here it goes bouncing high. Spartacino quickly gets on this one. Red Army on top of him. Struggling to get it out. We'll finally find Sharina. We'll set it up to Jim Becker, but Pontel strips it loose. Now back over to Sharina. Now takes it away by Ricci. Mike Ricci puts this one back in the Green Hornet end. We'll find Sharina. Stopped by Falbo, and Mike Falbo will knock this one in the Green Hornet end. 2:15 to go in this game. Puck will fall right to Jim Becker's possession. Now over to Sharina. Now back over to Thomas, looking to get it to Sharina. Instead, it's intercepted by Pontello. Look out, only Spartacino to beat. Looking to take the shot, and it's knocked away by Rosengard. This one over to Jim Becker. Stopped by Jim Thomas's skate. Not the best thing if you're the Green Hornets to happen here. This one stopped by Ricci. And he'll put this one back in the Green Hornet end. This one taken by Fabier. Off of Liebler, takes the shot, bounces right into Spartacino. And Liebler trying to get this one away. Now it's over to Dominici. Ripard tries to nail Dominici into the boards. Now it's over to Paganella looking to set up. This one back over to Fabier. Now over to Liebler, looking to set up here, looking to find a finish, but it gets knocked away. Green Hornets in the right position. And the Red Army right now just need to keep the puck in the Green Hornet zone as best they can. That's what's going to kill a lot of this time. And this puck is back. Here comes Jim Becker trying to outrun Paganella. Paganella will get this one knocked over. Jim Thomas sets it up to Spartacino. 48 seconds remaining. And this one in the Red Army end. Phil Field trying to get this one off to Liebler. He does. And we'll set this one up to Fabier's got some open room on the ice. Now quickly taken away by Sharina. Now over to Sabler. Flips this one high over to Lustman. 30 seconds to go. Pontello knocks away from Thomas's possession. Now over to Fabier. Now back over to Lustman, and Falbo will knock this one back on the Green Hornet in the Green Hornet zone. Sabler struggling to find a man to set up to. Ricci stops it. Looking to set up to Fabier, but the Green Hornets stop him there. 12 seconds to go. 10 seconds for the Green Hornets to make something happen. Now to Sharina, fires the shot. Sharina with another shot, bounced away. 2 seconds to go. And the Red Army are going to be the ones keeping their perfect record here. Big time save there for the Red Army. They came down and clutched hard against the Green Hornet team that ultimately could not get the puck in the Red Army zone to try to pull off the sixth man. But unbelievable game. Like we said, Andy, right down to the finish. Right down to the finish indeed, Angelo. You know, both teams again played their hearts out. But of course, unfortunately, there's only one victor, even in a shootout. So just what a game played here by both teams. But it's the Red Army that's the team that's going to be coming out on top. And again, Angelo, like I said in the beginning, the Red Army, Green Hornets, they are the premier teams and the teams to beat. So that final score, Red Army hang on to defeat the Green Hornets 3-2. And again, lots have contributed to this game and from what has happened here, but just again, unbelievable game to watch. This is definitely a highlighted game of the season right here. And you know the best part is, Andy, we still got 3 more of these matches to go of the Red Army and the Green Hornets. Yeah, definitely looking forward to those matchups for sure. And I know in the next game for the doubleheader, the Grey Wolves, Yellow Jackets, that should also be exciting too, because those teams are now battling for who's going to get the first win. And with that, this has been another production of PBN. And we'd like for you all to stay tuned to the next game coming up, Grey Wolves and Yellow Jackets, in our second game of the doubleheader. But I don't think Grey and Yellow will be as exciting in terms of the 2-0 record. I mean, it still will be an exciting game because, I mean, it's, like you said, Andy, both 0-2 teams are going at it. But you know, in terms of the exciting performance and talent that we've been seeing so far, none can compare with what we just saw here. And with that, I'm Angelo Pontello, and I'm Andy Townsend, saying so long to you all, and we'll be right back for the second game, and maybe have new commentators. Who knows, Andy? Oh, who knows indeed, so I will definitely be on the lookout for there. So with that, we thank you all for watching this game, and we will have the second game to you shortly. We'll be right back.